All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to I set up that script and now I had to well, change the script. So actually I got one thing to do. Hang on, be right. All right. How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm on, and that microphone was over that way, so who knows how that sounds. Also, it's not getting jiggly with it anymore. It's just getting jiggly. Either way, I'm here for my lunchtime stream. We are getting it played with a little bit of Cloudspire 20 strong. That is what we're going to try to do today. For those not aware, Cloudspire is a system. I'm going to let you know up front, every single gameplay is a little bit different. This is my first playthrough, as most of the time, most of my games are, to give you guys a good first impression of, well, how the game plays after a single read through of the rules. So I will make rules mistakes if somebody wants to let me know in the comments any mistakes, that way anybody else watching the video knows what those are. With that said, let's go ahead and flip over the camera. I got some fuzzies on top of my spire here. Maybe I'll flip over the camera if I can get this fuzzy off the thing because it's annoying me. Get off that fuzzy. There we go. Either way, oh well. This whole thing's being a train wreck right now. Oh man, yeah. So Bella was like, I ran in and there was like 2 seconds left on that timer. I'm like, oh, I felt like I got done just in time, and then I realized, oh, I didn't have my drink, I didn't have the rule books. Either way, guys, here we are. We are set up for a one-player game of 20 strong. Why? Because, well, 20 strong is a one-player game. In 20 strong, depending on the different modules that you pick up, you're going to play different ways, right? And that's what I said at the beginning. And you're going to have different objectives. In this particular one, because it is based on Cloudspire, which is a tower defense, you're going to have the spires that we're going to be putting out to fend off basically the baddies that will be coming down this center row. At the very end, there is a big bad, so he will come out once I've gone through this entire deck. So this deck has 18 characters. Basically, at the beginning of the game, I choose a character. So we're going with, we'll call him Rocket Groot, like we did yesterday. Rocket Groot when I did the unboxing. So we're playing as him. He is a Grove Tender. So I take all the Grove Tender cards, including the mini bosses and everything, and they go inside of this little deck. And then I get to pick two other characters or two other factions to team up with me. They all go in this deck. And then my spires are not those two spires. I grabbed the wrong spires. Those are definitely not the right spires. Where are my spires? I need the Grove Tender spires. There's one. Shrubbery. There's Mother Spire. See, so we're good thing I was going over the rules, because that was wrong. So you can put the spires wherever you want them during the initial setup. So I'm figuring maybe I don't want them all the way down. Maybe I want them here just in case. Yeah, I think all the way down here wouldn't be good, because then it won't be able to take advantage. So basically all of the rest of them, as you saw, I was trying to find my things. The spires from the other factions are all mixed in here. The helpers are mixed in here, or they call them mini heroes or mini bosses. They are all mixed in here. So then for the boss, you're going to do the same thing, right? You're going to pick out a boss. These are double-sided. If you guys saw my unboxing, of course we went over that. They are double-sided. So one side is the boss side, which is basically just the grafted version of the front side. So same thing, you're going to give him two mini bosses and all of their stuff, and that gets mixed into that top deck. So We are back here. I don't think I have a zoom that's going to get me on the boss. I guess I could have brought the boss down. So let's go ahead and go over here. So my guy's ability is Yertle's Will. Before you suffer damage step, you may banish an item from your inventory to skip this step. So basically, I can stop getting damage if I have an item. For the Grafted Captain Tinbeard, set the chip to yellow, which I have done. After each recovered dice step, rotate the chip clockwise by one color. You may not recover any dice from the current chip color. So the chip wheel will just keep basically spinning and I won't be able to recover those dice. Have to remember that. Right? And then all active enemies have +1 attack. Well, that is not good. So that is an ongoing effect. So as an ongoing effect, all of them always will have +1 attack. Again, have to remember that as well. All right. My shrubbery, I'll bring this down real quick, for my spire. In each recovered dice step, recover 1 additional die, so that is good. My current recovery is 3, so technically that is 4. All right. And then, yeah, that's both of mine. And then we can see over here, Regal Lookout, which I'll be able to get immediately, is a spire. In each spire's fire phase, this spire may apply 1 of its dice to any active enemy. So that's good. I can shoot in any row. They don't have to be in the same row. Normally, they will only fire in their active row. All right. And then the Corsair is first. So let us switch right here. All right. So let's make sure we get this first round correct. So with this first round, it kind of annoys me the way the camera, so I've got the camera, again, I don't have a wide angle lens, I just have a regular lens, so what it does is it causes this weird warping on the side and it annoys me because then I can't, it's like, what do I get the top straight or get the left straight? All right, so let's go through the phases correctly for this first round. So first we're going to do our activation, the cycle enemies phase. So what I can do is I can exhaust my dice. So I usually play with them on this side, so let's fix that, so I don't get confused. Normally my exhausted dice are on this right side. So we're gonna fix that for me real quick. I think I had the mat all the way to the left the first time when I first set up. So what I can do is if I feel like he's gonna be too hard, then I can exhaust my dice and put them on the bottom. So he is a tan bottom. That means he's a normal enemy. If he was pink on the bottom, then he would be one of the mini bosses. So he's a normal guy. I don't think I'm going to exhaust any dice to get rid of him. I think for now, maybe until we get some spires out, we're going to do that. All right. I forgot. I did forget a step. During setup, I was to draw 2 cards. Yeah, I think I forgot that step. Yeah. Where is it? Tiny little book. There you go. Place my spires. I did that. Draw a number of cards in the market equal to my strategy. Yeah, my strategy is 2. So I get to draw my 2 cards. Equipment. Place this equipment in an available spire location treated as a spire. When it is defeated, discard all adjacent non-boss enemies, including those stacked under other enemies. Ooh, so that would be good. This would be one where I would want to let them through if there's a stack of them. So let's go ahead and put that there. All right, and then we will put our other spire here. There we go, look out here. So the way this plays different than most 20 strong games, you're going to be rolling the dice to take out these bad guys. In Cloudspire, instead, you're going to be assigning your dice to your different spires and things. Some of the heroes, some of them will also have a spot where you can put a die as well to reserve. So when he comes out, +1 or -1 health. That can't happen. Hang on. Maybe we do need to get rid of him. Dang it. Because I'm only at 1 health. Yeah, because that's an immediate effect. Okay, I didn't see that because it was too far away from me to see. So we are going to exhaust a die to get rid of him. So we're going to exhaust a die because I didn't see that. That'd be game over from the very beginning with the character that I chose. He only has 1 health. Because he has that banish item ability. All right, so we're going to go with the Sky Fox instead. All right, so Skyfox has a plus enemy, so that means we do take this other enemy and put it underneath. So now we technically have 2 enemies, so our portal waygate could come in handy. You can also see then that our next one is the pink, so that is one of the mini bosses. So basically, if this enemy is defeated and there is a non-Skyfox enemy directly beneath it in its enemy stack, exhaust all dice applied to the enemy and place it on the bottom of its stack. Hang on, so what does that say? If this enemy is defeated and there is a non-Skyfox, it's a non-Skyfox enemy directly beneath it, exhaust all dice applied to this enemy and place it on the bottom of its stack. Oh, so it comes back. Okay, so you got to fight him twice. I almost think I'm just going to let him go through. I mean, this is a not a very eventful first turn, but I think I'm just going to let him go through and hit that. Go on a roll to get some defense. I get to recover 1 additional. Well, I can't recover any yellow die right now. I shouldn't have put the yellow in there. Sorry, because I don't get to recover any yellow die. So, do I want him to just let him hit that spire? So, spires can accept misses, which give me some blocking power because a spire normally can only Spire can normally only take 1 hit. Yeah, I can add some, let me add maybe some blockers to these guys. So let's just do 2 yellows and I technically want misses to be blockers. Let's do 2 yellows and a green, just so I'm rolling some dice. All right, and they were all misses. So we're gonna add some blockers. There's some blockers out there. All right. So Spire's fire phase. So there's no firing because I don't have anything. Suffer damage step. Every enemy that is a targetable attack, you may choosily free the order of target attacks. Once it reaches defined, Spire's fire phase layout codes. Okay. A spire is defeated if it suffers 1 point of damage, but a spire can only suffer damage after all loaded misses have been removed. Yeah, which there's no loaded misses on this one. So I'm going to have him attack here. So I'm going to place this equipment in the spot. When it is defeated, which it is going to be defeated, then I get to defeat these guys as well. We will put them up there. So I guess we'll put those there on the discard piles. All right, that was that. That was the first round. Now I get to do the resolve phase. Suffer damage. There is no. It didn't say I didn't get the rewards from these guys though. Oh, it says discard, so I'm not actually defeating them, so I don't get the rewards. Okay, so they're just being discarded. That would seem too powerful if you could just get rid of both of them and get the abilities on them. All right, so we did that. Recover exhausted die. I can recover 1 die. And then move this clockwise, so I cannot get my red die back. All right. Gain item rewards, there weren't any, and then cleanup. So now we start again. So cycle enemies phase, advance enemy phase. Okay. So I can choose to get rid of him. Right now, I have no attacks. He has 5 hit points. This enemy activates to the bottom lane, placing itself on the bottom of any enemy stack already there. Ooh, so he's gonna come straight here, and I have no protection. This one, in each spire's phase, this spire may apply one of its dice to any active enemy. So I could only really apply one. Yeah, we're gonna have to put him on the bottom. Okay, we're not ready for him. We're not ready for him. All right, we have a mugwump. He's just gonna bring a buddy with him. He's going to do 4 damage, and he's bringing a buddy. After the roll dice step, you may change the result of one unapplied die to any other result of your choice. Okay, so that would get me a hit, but he needs 4. Oh, and I put too many in here. So maybe during my last recovery, I should have taken this one back, I'm thinking. Although still, I put this down here, so I can only have 1 here. He's going to progress. There's nothing I can do. He's going to progress. You can only apply 1 die. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and bring him. We'll go ahead and bring him. So we're going to bring him. He's bringing a boss with him. Dang it. And then the boss is bringing a 3rd one with him. Holy cow. Holy cow. And the 1 is a minus. 1 is a minus. This might be a very quick game. This might be a very quick game over because this guy starting with 1 health is not good. All right, so we have green, green, blue. So we'll do green, green, blue. And we have two attempts. So we got a blue, which is good. We got a crit blue. All right, come on. And we got 1 here. Then we have a miss. We're not going to apply the miss because that already has a block. All right. So we're going to apply 2, 3 to him, which is not enough to take him out, unfortunately. So after I roll dice step, I may change the result of 1 unapplied dice to any other of your choice. So this was an unapplied dice. We're going to change that to a crit. So when he moves down, we'll be able to take him out. Because right now we're at 2, 3, and this will be 4, 5 when he advances. All right. So now we're going to do the suffer damage, which is going to take out that shield. Make sure suffer damage happens before. I think what happens first? Recovery. Yeah, suffer damage. After effects. There's no after effects. Exhaust my die. There's no die to exhaust. Recover die. So I get to recover 2. Rewards, no rewards, and then clean up, no cleanup. All right. So he is going to advance here. And we're going to bring the glider. And then he's bringing a friend. Glider and a friend. All right. So when do I get more market items? I guess there's going to be somebody gain item rewards. Maybe I missed that. I'm thinking gain item rewards was on the cards. There is gaining item rewards. I'm trying to figure out, like, when do I use the marketplace again? Cover dice. This is gaining and placing spires. Spires are a class item. It can be gained as rewards from the market stack. However, you also banish die from your dice pool at any time to search a discard or market stack and choose a spire to gain. If you search a market stack, shuffle it afterwards. Anytime you gain a spire, you have the option to activate it immediately. To activate a spire, place an unoccupied spire space in the active area. Choose not to place the newly acquired spire if you cannot, such as when all are filled, add it to your inventory. Okay, so actually I can exhaust a die to gain a spire. Okay. Oh no, I can banish a die. That means I have to completely get rid of a die to gain a spire. Alright. Currently I can't do enough damage before they get down here to me. Like, he's gonna be gone, but I've got another one underneath. So I think I need to banish a die. Because I need another spire. this Rubble Rouser. At the start of each spire phase, you may reroll any of the dice loaded onto this spire once. Now, the only problem with him is it's red. Oh, hang on. This gets turned. We're now in a phase, so purple. Okay, so I think we're going to do that. We're going to banish one of my yellow. So that is gone from the game. We're going to go ahead and get this spire. We're going to put it there. All right. This enemy activates to the closest available lane to your hero. Oh, which is down here. So actually, when he came in, he would have came in down here, which means I want this down here. Yeah. All right. Skip activation this round. Oh, that's, I think, from me. Oh, no, I couldn't do this. That was the reward. Sorry. So this would not have happened, which means I would have recovered that. Dang it. Okay. All right, so what do I roll? I roll everything? I think I got to roll everything. So, I only have 2 green, so I guess I'm only rolling 2 green. 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 red. All right, I get two rolls. All right. The red is a single, which means I could get a crit for this. So let's just go ahead and we're going to apply this here. Let's go ahead and apply the shield there. I'm going to reroll. Right. So this is my second reroll. I can only have 2. All right, so we did get a crit here, which is what we need. We got a crit here, and we're not going to do that one. So what that means yeah. All right, so he has 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, we only need 4. 2, 3, 4. So that defeats him. So they immediately get defeated. I will get this reward at the end. He comes out. In the suffer damage step, if your hero suffers damage, you must also discard an item card. Okay. Draw 4 cards from the market stack, keeping 2. Okay. So I can't attack him because I have to get rid of him. Because he's right here. He's also got a buddy, so I'm pretty much going to take damage. Because I don't have a block here. Because I had no more green. I did have a block. I put it way up here. So instead, I need to put the block down here. I put it up there. Okay. So we're going to apply 2. This can apply 1 to an adjacent. So 2. So unlike regular 20 strong, you would just tap these guys, but because of the way they're stacked, this one has an override rule where these are being removed. So that gives me 2 items, which is my maximum. All right. The enemy activates to the bottom lane, stacking itself on top of any enemy already there and exhausting any dice applied to that enemy. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. No, because the rules say when another plus comes, you put him underneath. So then he would activate that and come down here, but he's already down here. So, yeah, definitely need these plus health. Definitely have to take those guys out. Okay. So that is the spires. fire phase. All right, so resolve phase, suffer damage. So, I think we're gonna do the green because then I can get the green. I'd rather get a green die back than the yellow. After effect, and then he's going to attack this one. Then after effects, there are no after effects. Exhaust my dice, and then recover dice. So I can recover 3, 4, 5 because I've got my shrubbery. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I need greens. 3, 4, 5. All right. So unlike normal 20 strong, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to recover like my best dice, right? But this one, getting a second blue doesn't help me because I only have one spot for a blue. All right. So gain item rewards. So here are my item rewards. So now I can, these are both one-time use. So after I reroll, I can change the die as a one-time use, and I can skip the activation. So I think I'm going to actually use the glider right now because I don't want more coming out. So we're going to skip the activation this round. So they are not going to activate. They're not going to come down. All right. Now we are doing our strategy phase. Place spires. All right, so I don't have any spires in my inventory. Commit dice. All right, so I need 4. So we're definitely doing our red and the green and the blue and the green and the other green. Should I do a backup blue? I currently recover 5 per turn. He needs 5 to hit. I can't even hit him. He's going to take 2 turns. He's going to have to come back down. He's going to have to come down here. So, which is fine. The shrubbery is going to block. But yeah, I'd have to get 2 crits here. I'd want to get a crit here. Hopefully a crit here. So let's do 2 blue. This might be too many dice, but we're going to go. All right. Got the crit there. Got the crit there. So that is taking care of him. So I go for the crits here. So right now I've got single hits. I do have this ability where I can change 1 die if I need to. But again, that's only going to give me 4. He's got a buddy underneath of him too. Yeah, let's do it. Not better than what it was. Let's go ahead and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I want to get as much damage on him as possible. So we're going to change this to a crit. Doesn't matter which one I change to a crit. All right. So I put both of them here, which defeats him. Immediate +2 health, which I definitely need. So that gets me up to 3 health. All right. And then we're going to apply these 2 to him, which is 3, which is not enough. All right. So then we're going to suffer damage. The shrubbery is going to block for that one. And then after effects, there's no after effects. Exhaust dice. Right, and then recover dice. So I get 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because I only need 1 blue. All right, I need 2 yellow. All right. Okay, recover dice, gain rewards. There are no rewards. Clean up. And cycle. All right, so first thing is cycle enemies. That's an easy enemy. I don't think I'm going to cycle that one. When the enemy is defeated, this enemy deals 1 damage to each adjacent spire and... Ooh. She does damage to everything. which means I'll have to, yeah, I have to put a shield on the shrubbery. And to me, so I'm going to take a damage too. But it's when she's defeated. That's crazy. Well, it's a powder monkey. I mean, it's thematic. She's going to blow up. But yeah, that's no matter what. Oh, but I get to heal right after it. So she's going to do 1 damage to me, but then I'm going to heal 2. Now, I'm not going to get rid of her. Okay? So we're going to advance the enemy. So this enemy still advances, even though there's nobody to push it down. So there's, in Tanglewood, there's another like tower defense, lane defense in that one as well. And they will only move down if they're pushed. This one, they advance no matter what. So they're always advancing forward towards the hero. So it's, well, I guess, you know, very similar to Cloudspire, right? They're always advancing toward the gates. All right. So she needs 2. I have 2, 3. So I need 2 more on him. And the guy underneath is 5 as well. We're definitely going to take a hit from that guy underneath. All right. So we get a yellow. I need to put a defense there. We'll do a green, see if we can knock her out. Do the blue, do the green. Do I put a defense on that one now? Yeah, we'll do the yellow, do the green, do the red. We're doing everything. Oh, forgot to turn this. I don't know if I'm in the right phase though. Trying to remember. That was round 1. That was round 2. 3. I think I might have forgot to turn that one time. So I think I'm on round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm around 5, which means I would not have been able to get that blue die back. Right? I took a blue die back, I think. Yeah, I would not have been able to do that. So instead, we would have taken the extra yellow back. All right. All right, I got to remember to do that. I have to remember to do that. So the cleanup phase, I need to remember, cleanup phase, turn the dial. Cleanup phase, turn the dial. Well, actually, it says after the recovery step. So it's after I recovered the die. All right. All right, so we got our 2, which is good because that's 4, 5. So that will take out that one. We got a single green. If I don't block on the shrubbery, I lose the shrubbery. So let's block on the shrubbery. And let's re-roll everything. Back where we were. All right. So that will ping her. And I guess we will block here. Block here. We're going to lose this, though. If I don't block this, we're going to lose this. I don't want to lose my shrubbery on the following round, and this saves me from having to roll a yellow, right? Makes sense? Do I do ping damage on this one, though? Maybe instead of her, I just let her go, because then she doesn't defeat and she doesn't hit this one. Yeah, I think that might be better. All right. So, now we apply damage. So, we're going to do 2 here. So, that is enough to defeat the Grafted Chira. Instant. Draw 4 cards from the market. Keep 2, then heal 2. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So Regal Lookout, I think I like this one because it allows me to apply damage anyway. So we're definitely keeping the Regal Lookout. All right, and then we have Darb Flying. In the Spires Fire phase, apply 1 die from the exhausted area to each active enemy. Set a 1 hit. Then place Darb on the deployment stack. The next time the enemy would... Oh, he's actually pretty good. This is another Spire. After each rolled dice step, you may change 1 unapplied die from a miss to a hit. Ooh. That's actually better. Just because Didn't tell me what to do with the other two that I'm not keeping. I guess I discard them. Pacify. In the apply dice step, apply up to 4 committed dice to any active enemies. Then place Darwin on the deployment stack. Next time the enemy would activate, banish Darwin. So the mini heroes give you a really powerful ability, but they delay, you know, the deck. Basically, you're putting them up there so they don't send another one down. I think I want to get all my spires out first, though. But that does mean I guess I lose these. Because I'm not keeping them. These two kind of do the same thing. This one allows me to change an unapplied to a hit, a miss to a hit. This gives me a guaranteed hit. This one here, apply 1 die from the exhausted area to each active enemy. So I get to do a free hit on every single person if I do that one. I want the Spire, do I want Darb? This is guaranteed recurring. I think I want the Spire. It might be a bad play. We'll find out. All right, so we got our Spires. So we gained this because that was an instant reward. All right. So we applied those dice. That was an instant reward. So he shows up. Instant, -1 hit point. I do not like you. Damage suffered from this enemy cannot be reduced by dice loaded onto spires. But when I defeat him, I get everything. So Gekwe gives me everything when he defeats. All right, so we're going to apply the 1 die that I put there to there. So that is Spire's Fire, Resolve Phase, Suffer Damage. So he's going to hit that one. After effects, there are no after effects because I did not defeat her. Exhaust dice, I did that. Recover dice, so 1, 2, I can't get green back. So I guess I'm getting all my blue back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, forgot to exhaust that one. That's not good. Most of my cards need green. All right. Remember to turn this. So next round I cannot get yellow back, which is all my defense dice. All right. Gain item rewards. All right. Now we are going to activate enemies. So he can't progress any further because he's right here. She will progress here. And that will progress there. Let me double check. I don't think he does anything. He just can't. He can't go any further. Move enemies in the middle lane to the bottom lane, on the top lane to the middle lane, then activate the top enemy from the attack and move it to the top lane. If no enemy is deployed, then you lose 1. Oh, I forgot to look at the Sky Fox. So the Sky Fox is the one that he keeps coming back. Oh, so I have to defeat him twice. And he's gonna bring an immediate -2 with him. Problem is, if I bring him down, I'm taking 2 hits. I think that, I mean, that's gonna be game over unless I have to exhaust 2 die. All right. Let me see the immediate effects, or the immediate. Probably not in this book. It's probably in the core book. Yeah, it's probably in the core book. How do you like this one? Hey Steve, it seems different. It's interesting. Just like most 20 strong, like you gotta, I think, play it like more than once so you can kind of wrap your head around it. But it is difficult. Then again, I don't know, any 20 strongs are not difficult. And this one doesn't have a difficulty modifier. You get prestige by doing certain things. So this one was renown. Earn 1 renown by winning a game on a normal setup. Like, it doesn't give you any bonus at the beginning, like some of the other ones do. Where is that stupid icon? I think that's immediately, but like, I don't know if that still takes effect when you're putting them underneath of another one. Yeah, it's the eyeball. Where is it's when revealed, basically. During special. So I don't know. It doesn't say. I didn't see anything that said when you do the when revealed. Let me check the tucking rule. There we go. Okay. Additional enemy. Okay. To resolve it, deploy the next enemy from the top of deployment by placing additional enemy under the card that activated, creating enemy stack. Continue adding cards for each stack as deployed card has a plus symbol. Ignore all other effects on them added under the enemies. Enemies are not active unless they're in top. Okay, so he won't activate his -2. Enemy stacks. Only the top card is in play. All the other cards advance in the group, but not top card in the stack deal damage. When the top card is done, okay, and then activates. So then activates, so he'll do the -2 when he's revealed. So, and the problem is, even if I get rid of him, I kind of have to take him unless I get rid of both of them. Which means I'd have to get rid of 2 dice. That's a lot of dice considering I'm not going to have any green this turn. Yeah, I'm not going to have any green. I do have my minaret now, and I have my lookout. So my minaret would be blue, purple, blue. So 1 blue, 2 blue, 1 purple, red, and that's it. So I don't need 2 of my blues, and I would get them back because I get 5 back. I think we're going to do that. I hate to do that. We're going to exhaust 2 of my blue dice to put both of these guys on the bottom. Oh, then a boss is coming out. The thing is, when you put them on the bottom, they come back out in the exact same order. So, yeah, boss is coming out now. Or do I get rid of a purple so the boss doesn't come out? What's his ability? Come here. Units that would normally activate to the top lane are instead placed underneath this enemy. Oh, okay, so he just gets a bunch of buddies underneath of him. So he's gonna move down, and then everybody else is gonna come down with him. But he's only 4. It's only 4. Let's keep him. We'll keep him. We got a couple extra towers. Okay, now we get to place our new towers. Regal Lookout doesn't matter where it goes because it can shoot all lanes. And we'll do the Minaret, which gives me, again, the Minaret gives me a guaranteed hit. Because after each roll step, so I get to roll twice. So we need the purple for that one, red for that one. I have no greens, so both of my blues. And the yellow, the problem is I could apply that to a hit, but I don't get to apply that to a card. Yeah. And then I forgot, I can re-roll any dice loaded into this spire once. So basically, if I had a shield here, I could re-roll it to a hit. That way I'd have a hit. So I have 1 hit already. Let's add another perp. What am I not going to get? I'm not going to be able to get my red die back next turn. Oh, the red die is the one that's been helping me the most. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I have this. I have that. But that just turns it into a hit, so. Alright, so. Got a crit. So, where do we do the crit? Here. So we need to take him out. Yeah. We got a single hit. 2, 3. We're going to re-roll him. Regal Lookout. Do I re-roll them all? Yeah, let's re-roll them all. All right, so this is my second roll. All right, which is fine because again, I'm going to use that ability. We're going to make this a hit. Fortunately, we didn't get what we wanted. Did not get what I wanted. All right. So how are we going to do this? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So immediate. I get to increase my recovery to 4. I get to increase my retries by 3, and I get to heal to 4. All right, so he is gone. So that's good because of those other guys coming out, and then she's going to make me take a damage. All right, so that was there. So I have 1 hit. So I go ahead and place it on her, just so she's gone next turn. And she would give me more health. Or should I put it on him? Because he's just going to keep getting guys underneath of him until I get rid of him. Either way, I'm losing these 2 dice. I can't recover yellow dice. Oh, which means I'm only going to have 1 block. She's going to destroy some towers, man. But we'll have green. Maybe I do that and I get my shields on those 2. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So, damage phase. He's attacking that one. She's attacking this one. All right. Exhaust dice. Recover dice. So I get 4, 5, 6 now. And I can't do the... Oh, I can't do yellow. Red's on the next turn. I can't do red. Okay. So 1, what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I want to get a couple more greens? Maybe another green. Oh yeah, I need to do a defense there, right? I technically want to miss though. All right, let's try this. We're gonna try that. We're gonna see how that works. All right. So now we are turn this. So yeah, next round I am not getting my red die back. That's not good. All right. Gain items, no items to gain, and clean up. So cycle enemies. So he's going to come out, and he's going to bring a buddy with him, and they're both going to go underneath of this guy. So this is basically useless except for my ability. I don't have, I mean, I could do a purple. What's the chance of what's underneath is going to be any better if I do the purple? His ability, this enemy activates to the closest available lane to the hero. But Minion, so it would normally activate to the... Okay, but he's not going to activate to the top lane. So actually, no, he's going to come down here, and he's going to add a friend down here. And that means this is full, and I would take damage. I would take damage, right? If they can't advance at all. Oh, no, it's if the entire deployment fails. The entire deployment fails. So they would already slide down. Which, yeah, then he would go at the top. Which then this would override and take him underneath. Right? But he says that would normally activate on the top lane. He's not normally activating to top lane. He has an override. So the question is, which rule trumps which rule? Which rule trumps which rule? I'm going to say he does not normally activate to the top. He has a special rule. Therefore, this would not come into play. So I think we're going to leave him. So now we advance this. Advance this. Right? He's going to come in. He's going to bring his buddy with him. And he's going to the top because, again, his rule overrides this rule because this says normally would come into play, right? Sure? Sure. All right. Now, they advanced. Now we're going to do the strategy plays. Play spires. I don't have any spires. Commit dice. So, yellow, green, green, blue, blue, purple, red. Wow, we're committing everything. She's the problem. There's the reason I have to commit so much is she's the problem. As soon as I get rid of her, I lose one of these towers if it's not defended. Actually, I'm sorry. I lose both of those towers. It's a lot of hits. Do I re-roll everything? All right, I need a defense here so I don't lose that. So we're good there. We got our defense there. And then we got our defense here because I don't want to lose this one. I mean, I'm okay losing the lookout. I think I'm okay losing the lookout. If I have to. All right, so I get to reroll 3 times. Ooh, definitely keeping you. Ooh. Oh, dang it. This is going to be overkill. It's going to be overkill. Because it's a 2. And I already had 1 damage on her. Dang. Alright, so she's going to do damage to this. So let's put this here to prevent her from doing damage to that. And then I'll re-roll again. Maybe I'll get a crit that I can apply there. And I did. So, got a crit there, which I'll be able to apply there. And I got an attack here, which I'll be able to apply there. All right, so let's do her first because she's going to give me health. So we're going to apply, unfortunately, we're going to apply this crit. She's going to do 1 damage to each spire. So that gets rid of these 2. And then she's going to do damage to me, which takes me to 3. But then I get to immediately heal 2 or recover 3 dice. I've used a lot of dice. They're not going to attack me. He's not going to hit me because he's going to hit this spire. This one, though, yeah, we'll take out this spire. Or this one. He's going to let me heal, though. I think I need to recover 3 dice. So we will do... I have a lot of green. Let's do these 4. So we're going to cover 3 dice. Oh, sorry, recover 3 dice. Not 4 dice. We'll 3 dice. Learn to count. All right, so 3 dice. All right, and she is gone. All right, and then I was going to apply these 2 to him. Apply this 1 to him. So we're at 3. And then apply this 2 to this one. Yeah. Yep. All right, so he's going to attack this one. And then he's going to attack whichever one. Do I just stop getting? This is powerful. I think I still have this one to get an extra die back, and I'm at 4 recovery right now, so I think I'm okay losing my shrubbery there. All right. So now we are doing suffer damage, after effects, exhaust dice, recover dice, exhaust dice, cover. I can't get my red back, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. So that is most of my dice bag. I only have 2 here. I've got 1 up there that I've gotten rid of. All right. I need to move this. So next round I can't get my purple back. Just fine. I've got all my purples pretty much. And then clean up. All right. Cycle enemy. So he's going to bring a buddy with him. And then he's got a reward. That's fine. I'll bring him. Come on down. Come on down. Whoops. Come here. Get back under there. You guys all come together. You guys are all coming to the party. So he's coming. He's bringing a buddy with him. All right. So, how many more do we got? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more plus the boss. So 6. All right. So there's actually only supposed to be 1 discard. So it's you just have to make sure you leave the cards the correct direction. Okay, no. So the unkept cards are not discarded. So actually, those 2 that I didn't keep earlier. Good thing I'm just kind of looking through things to try to find out the boss. Again, the rules in every single one changes. So it's like these tiny nuances, these tiny differences. You have to remember them. All right. Doesn't have a standard in game. Instead, the last enemy has activated from the deployment stack. Add the boss to the deployment stack, then continue turn to normal. Okay, so yeah, I have to get through that and then the boss. All right, so everybody's moved. Okay, so commit dice. Commit dice. Do I want to get another spire? I think I'm going to do that. We're going to banish that die to get us another spire. So we have another purple spire. I like the purple spire. Oh, what's this guy? Muskeg. After each activation, you may move an active non-boss enemy to another lane. If moving it to an occupied lane, exhaust all dice applied to the enemy you're moving and place it on the bottom of that stack. I don't know if that's... I mean, I guess you can move them up. It gets them away from here. You got the Rubble Rouser. Oh, Rebuilt Ruins. So this uses the yellows. After the suffer damage step, if this spire is defeated, you may immediately exhaust 1 die from your dice pool to undefeat it. Oh, so it just keeps coming back. I like that. I like that, but I think this is better. I think that's better. Because, like I said, I get to... I mean, I can't pull him back this turn, but I get to assign... I get to assign a hit, no matter what, to one of my dice. Alright, so... I'm going to do 2 purples. Blue, 2 blues. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do all 4 greens and the yellow. Good thing I bring a lot of dice back on each turn. I have 1 purple left. Alright, so we have our crit here. So that is good. We have a crit. He only needs 1 damage, so we put this crit here, which actually can go anywhere. We have another crit here. So that's enough to take him out. Oh, there's 2 guys. The other guy underneath is a 4 as well. Okay. So I have 4, 4 here. I need a single here. So I'm going to use this ability. And I'm going to turn this into a single hit here to take this guy out because he's all by himself. Right? Yes. All right. And then we have another lookout. So we're going to do the double hit here. And then just in case I don't take that guy out, I'm going to go ahead and put my shield there. And then he's taken out, so I don't need to worry about shielding here. And then let's reroll. Maybe we'll get another crit there. Second reroll. We can save that. And then my third. So this is my final roll. 3. So it did not improve. We're going to assign everything. All right. See what happens. So assign the 1 here. That's 4. So draw 4 cards from the market. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we have some equipment. Exhaust all dice applied to enemies, then take all active enemies, if stacked, taking only the top enemy, and place them on top of the opponent. Okay, no, they come back. Definitely don't want you. I don't want everybody to come back. We're trying to get through this. Infinite. You have +2 inventory slots. Right now I have 3 inventory slots. And I'm not even using them. I guess we'll just do the 2 towers. That way we have them. We have them if we need them. All right. And then... Oops, sorry. These don't get discarded, Will. Dang it. They go to the bottom of the deck. Hopefully somebody caught that earlier and left a comment when it goes to YouTube. If not, sometimes I remember the rules clarifications and I do them. And then I get +2 health. So I'm up to 5. That is good. That is good. Good, good, good. All right. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4. So takes care of him. That's going to be my 3rd item. And this guy comes out. This enemy does not have at least 2 dice applied to it. I lose a health. So, which he's going to. 1, 2. So that defeats him. And then he gives me a reward too. All right. And then, I forgot about him. That's fine. Because I can't remember. Where did I do the Regal Lookout? I did it to here, right? Now I can't remember. That's hard to remember. It's hard to remember where you placed the die. I think I placed it here, because see, I have 3. How did I have this? Where'd the purple come from? Oh, that was from previous. No, I don't remember. Dang it, I should have left the dice a little bit cleaner. I don't think I did. I think I used him here. So that means I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Which gets rid of the bug lump. All right, and then he comes out. This enemy activates. So as soon as he comes out, this enemy activates to the bottom lane. stacking itself on top of anybody else that might be here, which there is nobody. So that's not good. He's going to take out he's going to take out my Regal Tower. All right. Fire phase, resolve phase, suffer damage. So he's going to take my Regal Lookout. All right. After effects, he doesn't have an after effect. Exhaust dice. There goes all my dice. I had a big old dice pool that time. Recover dice, so I get 1 plus 1, so I get 5. I can get my red back now. 1, 2. Oh man, I won't have my 2 purples. So I need this. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do that. All right. Blue next time I can't get back, and all my blues. Gain items. All right, so I got 3 items this time. After the roll step, you may change. I can only hold 1 though, or I can get rid of one of these spires, which I might do. Infinite. Add any color blueprint to your hero. What does that mean? What does that mean? Blueprints, able to absorb enemy damage when die is loaded onto the blueprint. It's simply placed a matching image. Blueprints restrict the color of the die. Some blueprints are wild and can accept anything. Some effects, such as reflector, created blueprints. Some effects, such as create new blueprints on spires, where they are not printed. You need to remember which of these created blueprints can accept dice of which colors. Okay, so basically it allowed me to create a blueprint on me, but it wouldn't have any effect for mine, right? It wouldn't have any effect on me. Although, hang on, I forgot my ability. So actually, I'm going to banish an item from my inventory. So I'm going to banish this muskeg, because that way I get to keep my other spire. I like this spire better than the muskeg. All right. So the only thing I could see that this would give me is another, like a blocker, right? I could put the round to make it a block. I don't think I need that. So we're going to get rid of you. All right, so we'll keep both of you. So skip activation this round. After the roll dice step, you may change the result of one unapplied die to any other result of your choice. So this is what we have for items. All right, so I do have my 2 mugwumps still. I don't think I want to skip the activation because it's just the powder monkey. I don't really care about the powder monkey. So we're going to go ahead and go there. He can't go down anymore, so he just stays there. All right, so. Okay. All right, so now we need to apply dice. I was like, what am I doing? All right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess we'll roll the 1 red and 1 purple to maybe get a crit. All right, so we get 3 attacks. Oh, yep, she's taking that out, which means unfortunately she's going to take out both of those towers. She can take out both those towers. All right, we're going to use the ability to do a hit. This way I don't have to roll again. All right. Unfortunately, yeah, she's going to take out both of my towers. So here's the question. This says when she is defeated, so it's not part of the suffered damage. Yeah, so I'm going to lose both of those, but I've got the... I've got my muskeg to got my muskeg to replace it. Okay. All right, so that's fine. So we will do him first. So 2, 4, and then he allows me to get 2. I don't need the 2 because she's going to give me, but I can recover 3 dice. I cannot recover blue, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. All right. Then we're going to do the powder keg monkey. So she's going to do 1 damage to each of my spires. I like those spires. And then she does 1 damage to me, but then I get 2 or recover 3 dice. So I'm going to do the 2 this time, so that puts me at 6. 6. Right, and she's gone. All right. Exhaust dice. Recover dice. 1, 2, what am I at? 4, 5. I get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I got more green than blue. 5. All right. All right. So, cycle enemy. No, I'm fine with that. Fine with this guy. Comes out, -1. And then advance enemies. There's no... Oh, advance enemies, which brings him down. Sorry. Place spires. So we will put my muskeg up there. Commit dice. So he is the only one out there. Both of these can shoot him. So I don't need my red right now. So we're going to do 2, 2. Oops. I'm not going to be able to get my green back this turn. Purple. I think we'll go with that because I got 3 rerolls. So I need at least 1 hit on each of these to hit him, plus both of these need to hit. All right, so got a crit, so that's 2. Oh, I can move him, which I don't need to move him. So that would work to move. I now get the point of the move because I could like move him down here where I get my guaranteed hits with the red. We're just going to. That was 1. We're just going to roll them. All right. So we got 2, 3. I've kind of got 4 right now. 2. 3 if I need it. I'm going to reroll all 3 of these. Okay, 3. All right, so I guess we're going to do this. All right. So 1, 2. After each activation, exhaust all dice loaded onto adjacent. Yeah, definitely want to get rid of him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get rid of him. Instant. +1 recovery. +1 strategy. And +2 health, but I'm already kind of at max health. So. Then draw 2 cards from the market, keeping 1. I'm gonna keep my rubble rouser. All right. All right, and then yeah, it gets discarded. All right, exhaust my dice. Recover dice. I can't recover green, so I get. What do I want? Can't do green. I guess I'm doing my blue. I get 5, 6 now. 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, this enemy activates on the bottom lane, placing itself. Oh, here we go. All right, place my spires. That's okay. I've already got 2 for you, buddy. I've already got 2 for you. I cannot get yellow this round back. It's fine, I don't want yellow. Alright, so we're going to do red, green, blue, blue, green. Yeah, we're just going to get these set up. We'll go ahead and take a purple, get that set up too. Why not? Alright, so double hit green. Yeah. We're already at 4. Double hit red. Yeah. Double hit purple. Yeah. That's great. Because we're going to take that Star Fox out twice on the next thing. So he's going to come down and the boss is going to go up. So, all right, that was 1. We're going to roll again. 2. He's gone, right? Technically, he's gone. But I don't want to waste this double because I've already got a double here. So we're going to actually do the 1. And we will do a shield here just in case. Just in case. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Draw 4 cards on the market, keeping 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we have all these peoples. The problem is, before the suffer damage, load 1 die from each exhausted area onto active spires set to a miss, ignoring blueprints. Then place them on the deployment stack next time. I don't want any of these because I want them to all come down. So, I mean, I guess technically once the boss comes down, I could use the ability. So which one of these abilities? Apply up to 4 committed dice to an active enemy. No. I think Darb, because Darb lets me pull from the from there. I don't want to keep the other one. I'm just going to discard it too, or put it on the bottom too. All right. Then +2, but I can't heal anymore. I'm probably doing something wrong with the healing. I feel like something I'm not doing right. Somebody's going to probably catch it in the comments. So yeah, exhaust dice. Recover dice. I can't recover yellow, but I get to recover 6 dice. So that's everything but my yellow, technically. All right. So, can activate. He's going to bring his buddy with him. We knew that was going to happen. And then the boss goes here. All right. This card does me no good because I'm not going to not do that. After I roll dice, I can change to any value. So that gets me my 4. Okay. So he only needs 2. So I've got that 2. The guy under him needs 5, but then I have to defeat him again after that 5. So we have 1. And again, I won't be able to apply dice again. So I technically need these to be... So I need the red. I need a blue. I need a green. I need a blue because I need these to fire up. These don't help me right now. Those don't help me right now. All right. Ooh, there we go. So we have 2 to get rid of him. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 to get rid of the second guy. We're good. And then we have 2 to get rid of him again. So I don't even need to apply these dice. I could set them up for the boss. So let's see if we can get crits to put here to set them up for the boss. All right, roll one more time. All right. So we got that. And then I'm going to use my card to make this any face. So I'm going to make it a crit. So now I have those for the boss. So we have 2 to get rid of this guy. Since he's not, I get the instant reward +2 or recover 3 dice. I can't do either. Then he's going to go under because he's not the only one there. He activates. He makes me lose 2 health. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so 5. 2, 4, 5. No. Keep that one. Sorry. Yeah. 2, 4, 5. So he's gone. All right. +1 to everything. So 5. 6, 5. Oh, no, +2 to health. So 6. And then draw 2 cards in the market, keeping 1. What do we got? Have 2 more. Exhaust all dice applied to enemies, then take all active enemies stacked and on the top and place on the top of the deployments. I don't care for that, so I don't care for either of these items. So we're just going to get rid of them. All right. Get rid of him. Then we need to apply, we've already shot these, so these can't fire again. So we're going to apply that to there, which gets rid of him. Then I get +2 health or recover through dice. Again, I can't do either one of those. So, exhaust dice. Whoop. Recover dice. I can recover everything but, oh, I forgot to slide this, didn't I? Yeah, because last round was yellow. That's why that yellow was still over there. So I can recover everything but my red. I really needed my red. Doesn't matter. I have Darb. Darb will allow me to bring the red in. Apply a dice from the exhausted area to an active enemy. All right, so he's going to come down. He is going to start taking damage because we're going to use Darb right off the bat. So there's 1. All right. And then we have, he needs 8. So right now we already have 2, 4, 5. We need 6, 7, 8. So we need a purple. We're just rolling everything. Purple, purple, we're rolling all the purples and the greens. We can't get this in this one round. We did something wrong. So there we go. 2, 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? He's done. He's gone. I still had like plenty more hits and another crit in there. And then I don't know why, but oh no, that's right. He has that one going. All active enemies have +1. It's weird they put that line because normally that line is the ability. So it's kind of weird that they did that. All right, so let me go ahead and do here. Where is my thing I'm looking for? There it is. That's what I was looking for. First impressions, final thoughts. So one thing I did want to check, right? I double checked that. If the deployment fails, then I suffer health damage. Yeah, the deployment never failed, right? And then the spires fire did that. Resolve damage. Every enemy has an eligible target attacks. You choose freely the order of the attacks of these attacks. However, once a particular enemy begins attacking, it must apply all damage it can, whether it reaches the maximum defined damage stat runs out of targets before you move on to the next enemy. Every enemy that has an eligible target attacks. You may choose freely the order and targets of these attacks. However, once a particular enemy begins attacking, it must apply all the damage it can, whether it reaches the maximum defined by its damage stat or runs out of targets, before you move on to the next target. As in Spire's Fire phase, the layout of cards restricts which cards an enemy can attack. An enemy's target must be orthogonally adjacent to it. Within the restriction, there are 3 possible targets. Misses loaded onto Spires. 1 point of damage removes 1 miss from a Spire's blueprint. Exhaust any dice removed this way. You may switch an enemy's target after loaded miss is exhausted. A Spire is defeated if it suffers 1 point of damage, but a Spire can only suffer damage after all loaded misses have been removed. When the Spire is defeated, rotated sideways to mark so, but do not discard it until cleanup. Your hero. Each point of damage dealt to your hero reduces your health by 1. So I may have been playing this completely wrong. I believe I was probably playing the whole thing completely wrong, because it seems like you have to do all of their damage each turn, which means there were turns when I should have taken out my Spires, and I didn't, when they didn't have something to block with, right? Which kind of made this slightly, I say slightly easier. This was not easy by any means. So the couple times when one of them should have, because they all had +1 attack, which means they were all technically 3 or thereabouts. So this playthrough is completely inaccurate. People have probably already yelled at me in the comments by now on the playthrough on the VOD. Either way, we're going to go through, give my first impressions. So components, again, it's a chip theory game, great components. I did mention the one thing during the unboxing that the cards kept wanting to slide. That didn't seem to be an issue today, and I think it's focusing back there instead of on me. There we go. No, I want you to focus on me. Yeah, I'll do that. That's the first time it's ever tried to do that. It feels like maybe there's some stack electricity due to it being PVC cards and stuff. So that seems to have gone away. The rest of the components, the dice are great, the chips are great. I mean, it's a very well done production. The art's great. Mechanics, really like the mechanics of the system and trying to figure out the puzzle. Like I said, every single one plays a little bit differently. So it's really unique how they take this core system of 20 dice and can do so many different things with it, right? Like I said, this tower defense is completely different than the one that's in Tanglewood. I think it's Rose, right? Which is more of a lane battler tower defense. So very unique in the way that each one of those works. So the mechanics are really fun. Difficulty, the difficulty is high across the board. The difficulty is high. Like I said, I made that one rule mistake where I was only applying 1 damage to each one, which means in some cases I should have been taking damage or I should have been losing more towers. Unfortunately, some of them have like helpers where like you can get some kind of benefit at the very beginning. This one doesn't have that. But I've even played with those benefits and some of them are very hard. So I would definitely say this is a difficult game. Of course, you can find ways to make it easier. So we're just going to call this easy mode is what I played on, which was basically if I block, it stops all damage after that point. That's just the way I played. It made it so I could play through and show off the entire game. Next is Fun at 2. Well, this is a solo game. So Fun at 1, yeah, this is a very fun game. It was in my top games of last year. I think it's in my top 50. No, I don't remember. You guys have to watch my top 50. I think it's in my top 50 somewhere. So of course, watch my top 50s to see where it landed there. But it is a very fun game. I'm excited to try some of the other sets that I haven't played. I've played all the Tanglewood. I played this and I've played the first one. So I haven't played Hoplomachus and I haven't played whatever the other one is. Oh, the Too Many Bones ones. I haven't played either of them. So if you guys want to see me play those two, just leave a comment down below and I can bring those to a lunchtime stream. Hopefully they don't take an hour and a half like this one did. The last thing is the theme. So the theme is great. I mean, the theme is good. Each one feels like you're playing that particular game as if it was the bigger game. But again, the theme is relevant when you understanding the IP. It's kind of like I mentioned with Rolling Realms, right? They tie some thematic elements of those games that it's trying to emulate into it. But if you don't have a connection to those games, then it's just random fantasy theme in this case, or in the Sentinels, it's random space theme, or even in the Too Many Bones, it's just random fantasy theme, if you're not familiar. With the Tanglewood, of course, the theme is more recognizable because most people know those fairy tales, right? You know who Goldilocks is, you know who Snow White is. So the theme and the way they're doing this and making each deck its own world and tying into theme, I really think is great. It's great that they've done that, and it does give this a lot of different audiences, right? Because if you don't like a theme, don't pick up that deck. But if you hear you might like the mechanics, maybe that'll help you a little bit more get over that theme aspect. Either way, guys, that is the final of this lunchtime stream. If you want to watch more lunchtime streams, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notify when I post the next live stream schedule. Any other rules mistakes besides that attacking, battling, of course, let me know down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, peace.